Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to 902 Hoops League podcast. You know, home of the most interesting and the best of all time talks, basketball, high level. You know, we bring it to you. We're nothing but the best. I would almost say we're the best podcast for basketball in Nova Scotia. All right? We talk about the best of the best and only the best. I'm not talking about bums no more. It's over with. It's over with. But welcome back. I was off last episode, but I'm back and I'm never leaving again. Cool.
Okay. So today we have a new guest, right? He's going to be joining us now. Tyler Scott. Man,
Thank you,
for those who know Tyler Scott, I don't really need to say a lot, but for those who don't know Tyler Scott, right, complete basketball player, 3-level scorer.
Yep.
My big bro. Welcome, Tyler.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me. You know what I mean? I'm excited to join the podcast and excited to join the crew.
Yeah.
And excited to talk ball.
Ooh. Yeah, you do. Hey, I'm sitting amongst two real basketball legends. Like, honestly, I never reached that pinnacle, but you know, I got to help them both, you know, achieve a lot of goals. And
I mean, it's crazy. I'm just looking at Jay now, and then Jay got junior, and I'm thinking back to when Jay was that age. You know what I mean?
Look just like him.
Crazy, yeah, bro. And just time. You know what I mean? Like, but we're all staying within the ball community. You know what I mean? Junior's starting to play ball now. You know what I mean? So. It's just crazy how life goes on and
I tell
time
you,
flies.
he about to start his second year of ball, so we looking forward to that.
Time flies. He plays for the Y, right?
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Tyler played a lot of basketball. He grew up here in Halifax, played for Halifax West Warriors. After that, he moved on to Acadia. He was there for what, for 2 years? 2 years.
Quick two. We won our first year. We won our first one.
Yeah. You guys had some players too.
Owen,
he was nasty.
Anthony Ash, Anthony Sears.
Hey, I remember.
Searsy. Shout out Searsy.
Tall.
Yeah, Sears too.
Yeah.
Squads, Sean Stokely.
Yeah.
You have Dustin then?
Dustin was on that team.
Dustin
Poirier was on
Poirier.
there.
Shout out one of my best friends, Dustin.
Take a minute, let's say rest in peace, my boy Alex McLaughlin.
AMAC
was
yeah,
so
he was cool.
For
we had a squad.
McLaughlin family. Yeah.
You
And then after Acadia, you went over to UPEI. I had a lot to do with that. Kendrick knew that I had the in, and he was like, "Yo, work on
recruiter."
And I was like, "Here, I'm gonna bring him up one day. You come to the island." I'm not gonna say
Jay played a big part, but you know who really played a big part, and it doesn't get put on record enough, is Boogie. Boog was at Holland for that first
shout
year.
Out Bug.
Yeah,
Bug's one of our.
Bug's
one of all three of our like top friends. He's been around us forever. I've known him since. We've known him how long? Since junior high, maybe earlier. You've known him.
Yeah, I've known him since we played mini, Bantam, junior high school.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Ali is like he's a really good friend. He's always been honest. He's always been real. He worked with us at Foot Locker for a couple years. And yeah, it's just one of those guys that whenever you need something, there's someone you call on. And
if you play ball within the community, you know who Boog is.
Sure.
You
know Boog.
definitely know Boog.
I remember my earliest memory of Boog. I was playing for the Steelers, and you and Boog would come check out my games on Sundays at the West. Yeah,
I was thinking about that earlier. And Travis running around with the headband.
Jump for no reason.
I'm thinking, who's this kid in 5th, 6th, 7th grade jumping like this?
He could fly.
Yeah.
He could fly.
No, for sure. And you know, I was teammates with Boog at Holland for a year. We won the ACA title, and we placed bronze in the CCA. We ended up losing to Humber in the semis. Yeah, honestly. But
How'd you play?
I played okay. I felt like
you guys had a team at Holland too.
You know what?
Them Holland teams were deep.
With chicken in them?
Those
teams were nuts.
We were tough.
Chase Bowden.
Yeah.
Alvin Parker.
At this time, during the time, it was when I was hanging with Dorico at the Mount. I was going to SMU, but I was hanging and like partying at the Mount. And I was like, Dorico was my big bro at the time, so he would bring me over to the Mount parties, and I'd go to all his games. And I remember I wanted to switch benches so bad. I seen Holland came in. They came in, everybody was shining, all cool. Chicken had the full grill.
Playing with
That's
them.
Playing. The warm-up, so you're watching the Mount, and like, no diss to the Mount. The Mount was awesome. They had a great team, real good chemistry, like a real family type of team. Like, they were cool. But it's like, they were like, it's like when Holland came in, they were like the Monsters. Like, they're coming in, Men's is coming in, looked like a rap video.
Nigel, when I tell you the whole island at one point was rocking because it was just so good.
Remember how bad they beat
Island
them?
was crazy at one point.
Crazy.
You went to Holland. Chances are, if you played Holland, the girls and the guys, you're probably leaving the island with the L. You played the Storm over there, you're probably losing. You played outside UPI, the girls or guys, you're probably losing. The island was rocking for basketball at that point.
I just remember coming and watching.
It was crazy.
And just being in shock.
You had guys like Dut, right?
Sule. Shout out my guy Sule.
Yeah, Sule.
Sule,
Mickey.
that's my guy.
Yeah,
Mickey, bro. I tell you, Mickey,
Come on now.
right? The first 3 minutes of the game, dropped 12 points, 14 points on your ass real quick.
And not
You
say a
remember the
word.
warm-up? I'm just
then-
talking about the warm-up. They were jamming in the warm-up. And I was like,
The rest of the game, though,
they beating them?
Mickey's laying the egg.
Yeah.
And I got all love for Mickey,
Yeah.
but that's the
He
one
was-
thing that
yeah.
irked me. But shout out Mickey, though.
He was super quiet, and for like a guy 6'7", athletic could shoot, but you almost had to just like push him to, you know what I mean? Come on, bro.
some people aren't
bro.
just
Yeah.
hungry. Some people
But he
just,
was snap. When he was snap and he was on, he's going on that run. You know what I mean?
What about
Whereas
Alvin?
Parker?
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah.
He was at Holland.
He was,
was at
I, used to-
Holland.
I remember
Holland.
playing in him
Bro.
playing against him in a run.
Super nice, bro.
And he was just
super
like,
nice.
You can't stay in front of him. He just give you
Baltimore's
work.
finest.
Yeah, yeah.
Super nice,
Alvin's
bro.
super tough, bro.
Like-
Lefty.
Yeah.
Played.
A real point.
Yeah, you know, like
You know
a
what
Keel
I mean?
Carr, like they all play the
100%.
same.
Yeah, Keel
They all
Carr,
play
yeah,
the
yeah,
same.
yeah.
Like,
Like
like them
Baltimore niggas.
old school points too, like can get a bucket when they want.
Yeah.
But their first look
Facilitating
is
them.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I look at him like a cliff.
He leads
know what I
Holland
mean?
all-time assists. Still to
Point
this day.
exactly.
All right. Enough of the glazing. I'm done with these guys. Like they were nice. They did
Yeah,
their
that's-
thing.
no,
let's
that's
the
talk
squad.
about the
Them
summer
the squad. Them the
showcase.
squad.
Let's talk about the
though.
summer showcase. Let's talk about the finals on the summer showcase. Like
No,
let's
for
talk
sure.
about who did their thing and
So
let's just get it out the way. Let's just get it out the way. Yeah.
right?
I heard.
So
Go ahead.
I missed it, but I heard.
peace
ahead.
and love.
Yeah.
Right, lost in
that
the
was- that
semis
was
by
DJ and Myron them.
DJ Myron them
Okay.
and Greedy, but yet they end up in the finals. I
So
seen-
what's controversy?
I seen
They lost in the semis.
They lost in the semis.
They lost in the semis but made it to the finals.
Okay, then.
So I had to
What did they pay? Who did they pay?
break it
Listen,
down.
listen,
Break it down.
listen, the
I'm
league,
just
the
playing.
league released something. I didn't check it out, right? Because I wasn't one of the teams
We
in the
gotta take it
finals,
up,
so
bro.
I really don't care. So
We gotta take it
maybe
up with
something
the
will
boss.
pop up,
Yeah, we
right?
gotta
On
take
the
it
No,
up
screen.
with
no.
boss.
I guarantee it had nothing to do with Robbie. I guarantee them guys
no.
put Danny in the
it's-
chokehold.
Honestly, though,
Just what we
honestly,
saw.
honestly,
Hey.
what I heard, and I'm not saying from who, but what I heard is there's certain guys dodging smoke. They wanted to go
Oh, really?
jump off boats and stuff like that. They wanted to
Jump off boat.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. So,
What? What is it, Forrest Gump? What do you mean they jumped off the
Let's
boat?
talk about that.
Hey, hit it.
Let's talk about ducking the smoke.
Mm.
Because I feel like that happens too much.
We have a lot of.
I don't know why you're looking at me when you're saying that subliminal.
Never, not. That's one thing I know. Listen,
You know me.
Exactly.
You know me.
That don't need to be discussed. But
Even
I
if
feel
you
like
try
that-
to cross me over, I'm still gonna push you out of bounds. I
Yeah,
don't
it ain't going
care.
down like that. You know what I
Not
mean?
a
I'm
chance.
embarrassing somehow, but some people duck the smoke.
Fair.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? No, Jay. Wait.
I listen. I don't know why. Right? That's not for me to answer. I think that what is it? The hoops. What were they? The hoops.
No. What
Not
do you
Hoops
mean? You mean
AM.
Hoops AM.
It was the other team. Anyway.
Oh, they 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
4
Yes,
a.m.
sorry.
4
Yeah,
a.m. and
Alex,
Yeah,
you know,
4 a.m. Alex News, Rowan,
Tristan,
yeah.
Yo,
so-
Alex
yeah,
News, by the way, sidebar,
shooter.
he's like
hoop.
quick on his feet, man.
hoop.
Yeah, I like his style. I like the way he plays ball.
He would have played at Ottawa. I know you said we ain't glazing, but my mind.
No,
goes
no,
back.
it's not even. I'm
He can
not
hoop.
even. That's the
He can
truth.
hoop. He can
That's the
hoop.
truth. We
He can
played
hoop.
with him. We picked him up for a run or on a team. He
Yeah,
came
yeah.
with us, and I didn't think anything of him.
Yeah,
He's
he
just,
hoop, bro.
like, you know, as soon as he touched the ball, he was gone. Like
he's
off
tough.
the dribble, he got
He
good
would have played
handles.
on that Provincial team. I gotta ask you something, Jay. I don't know if you have any insight on this.
Don't know.
What
that.
would you say was the best Provincial team of your memory? Because I know where I'm going. But I seen, and shout out Nate, you know what I mean? Shout out Nate Darling. Nate put up that his team, I forget what year it was.
Oh, we're getting messy.
Oh,
Let's
you
do
know, I'll
it.
bring it.
Hey, bring it.
But he said that was the greatest team of all time.
Do you agree or disagree?
So Nate's a little young, right? So he wouldn't have seen some
And
of the
you
teams.
played
that
on
came-
some teams, too?
And I played on some teams, and I'm in between your guys' age, so I would have seen what came before and what came after.
Sean Parker and those guys.
Yeah,
on that.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Nate,
Did Sean Parker?
You're talking about when they didn't have a 3-point line?
listen, Nate and Alex Carson, them guys were buckets, right? I remember in that final game, Nate had 50, Alex Carson had 30, right? They're tough. It was a two-man show. Shout out Chase, because Chase is tough.
Chase
but it was a
Sons on
two-man
there, yeah.
offensive show.
That was the
right?
year RJ was here, right?
Yeah, they did
And
it on
Quan,
RJ Barrett. Yeah. But I would say Hurricane, the games team, what was it 2000?
Come on now, 2009.
2009, yeah. That was my first year I played U15. But 2009, Hurricane, the games team, you had guys like you, DJ Smith, Marquise, Fergus Duke,
Don't forget, I'll go
Rodell
down the name.
Wigginton.
I'll go down the name. Jeff Doan.
Harrison
Brown.
That's
Marcus
what I mean.
Dolliver.
Yeah, Brown.
Chris Babin.
It was nuts.
I think that might have been the nicest team.
and the only
Mandrez. Manny.
Manny. And Manny.
Come on now.
Yeah. You guys.
And Manny and Meyer would interchange, you know what I mean? One would start, one would come off the bench.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
either way, you got
Yeah, also
Automatic.
no slight on Sean Parker. He's actually a beast. Like I know,
Sean
I know
Parker.
my old school hoopers. He's actually one of them.
from what I was told, Sean Parker
Yeah. He
was that.
He
you know what I mean?
coached me. He coached me when I played JV Citadel, and he would always tell me, "Stay wide, Brownie. Stay wide. Stay wide, Brownie. Damn, stay wide." He sat me on the bench so many times. He was like, "You think you're Kobe? And you're not Kobe." He used to cook me, man.
No.
Shout out him. He kept my confidence. Like he hooked me up.
Shout
man.
out
He's a
Sean.
good guy.
Shout out Mark too.
Yeah.
I got another.
They coached me in high school. Me, Travis, and
another
them.
one.
Mark
I've seen him
DJ
recently.
Austin.
Mark never loved me. It's all good.
Shout
We're
out
family,
to the
though.
GOAT.
Shout out Africa.
Coached Africa and David Carver.
What?
My man David.
Here we go.
I seen David, man.
Everybody
it's just
wanted-
like bringing memories back.
Tell
you know
me
what I mean?
this. Did everybody not want an Africville Laker jacket?
Listen,
Dying for it.
Oh, that's a
that
fact.
navy blue.
I still want
with the,
gold.
with
The gold.
Come on,
When you
now.
walk in with that jacket, you know automatically stamped elite hooper.
Nigel. Growing up, that was a staple. You know what I mean? You wanted one of them.
Buddy, there was only 3 people
1000%.
in the pubs with one of those jackets. So just think about it. Out of all right, whatever. I'm not gonna go into it again. But out of 27 guys, there's only 3 of them with a jacket, and one of them we didn't like. So
Oh fuck. All right, moving on. Yeah, shout out peace and love for winning the finals. You know what I mean?
a fact.
They made it
Yeah,
there
yeah.
in a controversial way, but
they
I
finished
heard
the job.
but
Meyer
Meyer
had a big game.
Meyer got
43.
there, and you know, like Meyer, he takes care of business anytime he's out
And
there.
under pressure, it don't matter.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Meyer's-
I've seen him do that
Meyer's
countless
stamped.
times.
Meyer's stamped.
And he talks shit when he's doing it.
You already know that's coming.
Yeah.
Division 2.
Get him off of me.
You already- What's he
Division-
doing on me?
He did that to me. He tried to do that to me a couple times.
He's
I
a
was
elite
sick.
shit talker.
You already know.
I had to unleash the fouls on
You
him.
already know.
Can I get through the list though?
Yeah, do your thing.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna breeze through this.
rip
Div
your
2,
leg, so.
right? Hoops AM.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, whatever.
Division 3, Island Storm. Shout out JT, him and the boys.
Who was on that team?
Joe.
Joe.
Okay.
You'll meet
I was
Joe.
unfamiliar with this.
Our moderators.
Danny, right? Danny's on the
Okay,
squad.
shout out Mr. Judd.
No, Danny Kane.
Danny Kane's on
Oh,
that?
word.
Yeah, bro. Don't fuck
Oh, you
with
already know.
Danny.
You already know. All the
fuck
energy
with
in the
Danny.
world.
And it's crazy.
All the energy in the
40
world.
plus, still super athletic.
And he
I
no,
would-
but like
that's
like
what I'm trying to be like.
can bring the ball up, can run back and forth, play the whole game,
Listen.
and still talk after. Like he's an
Phenomenal
athlete.
shape.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
Phenomenal
man.
shape.
He's a firefighter, isn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, there you
You
go.
already know.
Him and Murr. Shout out Murr.
Shout out Murr.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
buddy.
Congrats.
The recent
Yeah,
inductee.
Yeah.
In Division 4, next level. Yeah, man, they stepped up big in the finals. They took care of business.
Next level. Yeah, they got Isaac,
Okay.
the big boy.
Okay.
He's on that team. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, man, and that's all our summer showdown winners from this summer.
What do you think your favorite? Did you watch like any of the games? Do you have like a favorite game?
Favorite
You know,
game?
We got, unfortunately,
Can I count games that we played?
yeah. What do you think your favorite game is of the whole, this whole season?
Whole
What do you think your
summer.
favorite game was? You can count any of our games. We had some good games that we were
Honestly, I'm the type of guy at the end of the night, I forget about the game, right? Mac Parker instilled that into us.
The best
at 12
athletes have
o'clock.
the shortest memory.
At 12 o'clock, right? Flush it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I do. So I can't really recall, but we had some good games.
We had a battle against Jayden and them at Sexton.
Yeah.
Oh, D1. Yeah. We had a
I only
battle.
had 5 guys, but it was hot too. One of them hot. It was a back-to-back.
Oh, it was scorching in there too.
Dog
It's
fight.
like you want someone to miss.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
Right. And it's
Big
one of them
court.
ones.
You already know that's a.
Bro, I've been telling Jayden
Man,
forever
listen.
about that big ass court.
That's probably one of the bigger gyms.
He just can't
Like,
run it though.
if you
that's
get
why.
past, no one can. If you get past the man one time, you get a free layup. My word. If you get
Wide
past,
open.
The space
He's
is
wide
crazy.
you get a free layup.
Space
No
is
one's chasing you
crazy.
down there.
100%.
Down here, you're getting jammed to the wall.
Yeah. I say this is probably one of the better ones.
I
Even
love
just,
this.
You know what I mean?
For
As a
sure.
hooper.
I love this.
For sure. I love Kings, man.
Yeah.
I
It's-
remember
it's-
growing up, coming here, sneaking in.
I was just gonna say
getting
that.
shots up,
It's
getting
funny
runs.
playing in because there's only so many gyms here.
Yeah, man.
But it's the same gyms we've been growing in since you played.
I was a
mini.
Dowplex guy.
And I was,
Even then.
Yeah, all summer, man.
It's crazy that they redid Dowplexes. I'm used to seeing it.
Yeah,
when
old
it used
school.
to be like
yeah.
the
When
ball
you can
pit,
sneak in.
You know
Is that what you mean? Yeah.
Well, that too.
That was one of my reasons for coming to
that
Kings.
that's a time.
Just the atmosphere, the hominess to it, right? Like,
But you don't remember Kings when they used to have the
water
water fountain right there with
Yeah.
the office? Come
yeah,
on
bro.
now, bro.
Back 2009, your Canada
Canada
Games team
Games,
year,
yeah.
when I played U15, we used to have our
We were
practices here, all that
always
shit,
here.
bro. You know,
100%, bro.
Blue Nose tournament, we had games here. It'd be lit in here. So
Yeah.
Big Kingdom.
Summer ball.
No, for sure.
It's legendary gym,
Here,
bro.
or what do you think the most legendary gym is of all time?
Oh fuck, bro.
And
I can put one. I'm gonna put one up. I'm gonna put one up and see if you guys agree.
And Halifax.
And it's because it's open every summer and every Christmas. And it's like literally, since I've been young, it's my favorite gym to go to. And
gotta
it's just
think
because
about
of the
this.
people. And I'm gonna say it's Studley Gym.
Studley.
Studley Gym. I
No,
grew
bro.
And they
up
always
at Studley.
they always gave
It wasn't the
problems
best.
getting into Studley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
it wasn't the
that's
best,
trash.
but
That's
it's.
trash.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about feeling. Actually, the pubs, like the one,
right.
like St. Andrews was awesome, but Studley was my favorite outside of my community. I loved going.
Man,
to Studley.
honestly, I'm probably gonna go with Kings.
Yeah.
I feel like I spent the most time.
You didn't like the Studley runs? Christmas time? Free ball?
But is it about the runs, right, or is it about the gym, right? When
Oh,
you're
I'm
in
not
here,
talking about the
feeling,
actual.
everything like
The
that.
feeling I get when I go into Studley is
that's what
the
I'm
same as
saying.
Michael Jordan gets when he goes to. Remember?
MSG.
Thank you. No. I'm talking about
Looney Tunes
Space
gym.
Jam,
Yeah,
Looney
yeah.
Tune Gym. It's like it's before the guy goes. It's before Tasmanian.
Yeah.
But like when he comes in the court and he's like yeah.
Yeah, I got
That's
you.
the feeling I get.
So you guys
I see what you
don't
mean.
think the community why?
I was gonna say that, bro.
You guys
The
don't
why
think
down
that?
the square?
Yeah,
Come
bro.
on now. There's only one why.
There's only one why,
There
bro.
There's the YMCA and there's the community.
No, the
why.
why. Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
No.
There's one for us and there's one that's not for us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
true.
saying?
No, community wide. Yeah, as far as like
History,
atmosphere,
everything.
history,
bro.
and like you want to play your best game there. I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
All eyes are on you. They're chirping too.
I'm
I
getting
love
off
it,
topic,
yeah.
but every time I think ball and I think tournaments, you guys remember the Justin Coward?
For sure.
Do you play in the Justin Coward at all? No?
I didn't make the cut.
Man, listen.
Sorry.
Probably one of the better tournaments I remember growing up playing
For
in.
sure. For
Every
sure.
February over in Cole Harbor, you know what I mean? A memorial tournament.
They had like over in Cherrybrook at Grand Creighton.
It was over.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I did
Graham
play.
Creighton, Auburn, one of those, you know what I mean? But
When I played for the Dixon Warriors, maybe we played.
So it's crazy
Probably.
as
Yeah.
crazy
Probably
as
would've played.
and they made the change recently. Was it mini by U12 now? They play on 10-foot nets.
Okay.
Back then we played on 8
Yeah.
and a half. So back then, you had guys like me, Ray Romel, Duncan and stuff. You
Right.
you don't
shout
see
out
that
Terrence
no more.
Mendes.
Thank you,
Terrence
T-Rex.
Mendes was Shaq.
Yeah.
No,
Terrence.
Ramel.
The
might have
rumor
been.
was growing up that Angie was dunking.
That's what I heard.
Yeah?
She probably could though.
She probably
That's
could.
She was taller than me.
She was a good athlete too.
Who would you say
Okay.
top female hoopers are?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What, top?
Keisha Brown.
Ooh.
Just putting it in
Justine
there.
Colley.
Shout out to Juan. That's his
Come
wife.
on. Justine Colley.
Justine Colley. Down Smew. Cooking everybody.
Killing.
I used to go to the games.
Killing.
She was like, no, I wouldn't say like, okay. She was like,
Nah, she could hoop.
yeah,
she
but
could
I wouldn't say
Justine,
Caitlin
the
Clark
best.
or not.
I was
She
just
like
gonna say,
this.
I would compare
But she would
her-
bring the same amount of energy.
Bro, Justine could hoop with the guys just as well as you seen Caitlin Clark hooping with them boys over there.
Yeah.
Justine
Justine
could
was
hoop.
better than Caitlin. I tell you
I
that.
would say
Yeah.
that.
My wish.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yeah, she had.
But like she just didn't like the threes. Like you know what I mean. Like Caitlin Clark is just like a stupid.
Caitlin could shoot better,
It's stupid.
for sure,
But
for
I'm saying
sure.
as far as like athleticism and strength and like vision, she was nasty.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Now you know it's something like you know we're not dissing women's basketball, but like the crowd for a men's basketball game and a women's basketball game is a little bit different. But when she would play, everybody's there.
No, that's
I was going to school at the time.
I remember seeing her.
She was great.
Yeah, she was. Justine was definitely tough.
She was it.
Yeah.
Like
She played
That's
for
a
Team
fact.
Canada and
Yeah.
averaged 30 at those FIBA tournaments and
She
stuff.
just didn't play like the. You know what I mean?
she played like
like a
Man.
man,
She
right?
played like a grown man.
She,
There's
the
no way-
AI
yeah.
cross.
she bump ya, she rough and tough, slash,
She's a
dash.
down home Scotian guard. That's
Yeah.
what she was.
Yeah.
And Justine is at the top of my
I was gonna
list.
say that's a goat.
She's the top of the list,
yeah.
right? Like not even just here, but Canada.
No, yeah, for
Kind of
sure.
set
I
the
give it to you.
standard.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
For
real
sure.
shit.
Yeah.
But then you have people who come up after, like Shea Colley,
Definitely.
right?
Oh,
And
yeah,
she- and
yeah.
she's is she
Killing.
better? I don't know,
Yeah.
right? But
Hey,
like the list.
You know who's
gets
on the way?
crazy.
She's at Holland right now. She's at Holland. She's eating.
Who?
Nikiva Brown.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Got you.
Somebody I know. You know.
I don't lie. Seen her hoop.
She's hooping. She got rookie of the year last year.
What's that other
The women's league, the WNBA.
yes. Great league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just need.
was killing
She
that.
gets a little bit more practice and gets that shot
she's
down a
good,
little bit
bro.
more. When
She
she
can
starts shooting,
She can hoop.
it's over.
Yeah.
But she just got rookie of the year last year, so you can only go up from there.
Yeah,
And-
just moving on a little bit because this is a great talk. We
Yeah, man.
we could just keep going.
We could go forever.
but I want to get through
Definitely.
some stuff, right?
What do you want to talk about?
So next, we just had Full Court 21
Yeah.
happen down the square.
Who played? I just want to know
Shout
who
out
played.
CJ Bennett.
No, I just
shout out to the winner.
to the winner. I just want to know who played.
FC 21 champion.
participated?
Remember CJ
CJ
Bennett?
CJ Bennett. He's a Halifax hooper. He was what 2 or I don't know, but we had a couple pros out. So
CJ's awesome. Doesn't he have his own training? He has his own
out.
training. Shout out CJ. He has his own training facility. I'm not really
Sports
sure.
specific skill training.
You got
SSS
it.
training.
SSS, right? Because that's the team for D1,
Shout
right?
out SSS.
shout out
SSS.
CJ, and he's gonna head to New York. I think that trip is
They leave tomorrow
coming
morning.
up tomorrow. There
Did you
go.
play?
I didn't.
Did you play?
Yeah, I played. We had Reese come out, Julius,
forgot
Robbie.
Reese.
You
How
brought
many
all the
times
old
Reese
games.
wins?
Couple-
Reese was like a what?
Reese like three,
5, 6
three-time
time
winner.
Wow, I remember seeing him in a video in New York and
couple
they're
young bloods
dissing.
out there.
Excuse me.
Reese is good.
Yeah,
is he still
man.
playing for Acadia?
He was at UNB.
No,
I think he's
UNB.
done.
Sorry,
He was at
UNB.
UNB. He's done.
Done, yeah.
Like he graduated?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
graduated, got
all
his-
5 years
yeah.
graduated
Good
this
job,
past
Reese.
spring.
Yeah.
Shout out Reese, man. That's still a little bro.
Yeah,
Proud of what he's doing.
he came a long way too.
Man, he came. He was
Remember?
hooping against us.
Yeah.
He played for the Port City Power. When he
Reese.
was doing his thing. holding
But
it down.
you just
bro.
remember little Reese in the gym every day.
100%.
Another
Bro,
one?
I don't remember Reese growing up. I
Oh,
never really
he used
seen him.
to come to these little runs and stuff.
Really?
Like yeah,
Bro,
he,
that's what I'm saying.
he was around
Yeah.
us
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a
he
while.
grew, he
But
grew
it's
up, like,
crazy to see
just
them
outside the
kids.
pubs.
Yeah,
Being in the AUS now.
For sure, bro.
Came in. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like Reese
Yeah.
just finishing, and then like even like
oh Cayman, yeah, Cayman's good.
Paul going to Kings this year, like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
Tevin, like it's just crazy. These guys, you know what I mean?
For sure. It's the next
Time,
wave,
bro.
man.
You know
It's
what I
the
mean?
next
Your
wave.
sister being at Holland.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's crazy to
Like,
see all of it because you're like
Courtney finishing at Holland. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like you remember these people.
That was ages
they were babies. Like you were like
100%,
yeah,
bro.
you weren't thinking hoops in your
100%,
your
Was
future
anywhere
because
exactly.
you're like you're wild, and now they're like they're great. So yeah,
Yeah, man. So next,
you know,
we got this Elite Youth League coming up. Just to tease some stuff about that, it's full FIBA rules from the start. The Youth League also offers advanced skill development with trainers and ex-pros. Report cards, right? So they're introducing report cards where it's a training system. You can see your progression.
what's the age? What's the ages? Like
Youth. So my guess is it's from U10, U12, U14, perhaps U16.
U10.
Yeah.
Juice might be in there.
When's that start?
Starting this fall. We'll see some more about that come out.
If it's U10, I can get
later.
my son in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right. He's getting there.
What's cool about that about this league is they're keeping stats, right? So like you can track the progression, right? How many rebounds the kids getting, how many assists, points, how
Is it
many
the same
shots.
as will it be on the app?
Yeah, so it's going to be.
So it's going to be on Sports Physio?
So the games are going to be on Maritime Athletic Profiles on YouTube.
Yep.
But yeah, the stats are going to be for every player. So I'm assuming it's going to be Sports Physio. So shout out Sports Physio. You know, always
Definitely.
keeping us.
Man, they're actually a big help.
locked
I've
in with our
noticed.
stats.
You go back and watching film. You guys could probably agree with me that watching film definitely helps your game.
For sure.
And with that app, it shows you if you just want to watch your offensive rebounds, you watch your offensive rebounds. If you just want to watch your steals, you can watch your steals for the whole season. It's like really helps you fine tune your skills and get to where you need to be. And
Helps you
it helps
sharpen
me
your
too.
weaknesses.
Like, you know, there's a couple of things that Jayden says I miss sometimes, and you know, I might not agree, and then he can send me the clip. And he's
Run
like,
it
"Yo,
back."
look,
Yeah.
I told you, you know, pop and roll or pick and spin down, and you know."
And it's funny because coaches used to emphasize that, like film. You know what I mean? Like study the game.
For sure.
And like as a kid, it's kind of hard
What does
to
that
understand. Yeah, like how do I study the game?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you may have
and then
a
you go
favorite
watch
player.
it, and you just watch that you run up and down the court, and
Exactly.
they don't
It's like,
get
what
it.
am I really watching?
Yeah.
They don't know how to watch footwork, like
Yeah.
reads. You know what I mean? But as you get
Spacing.
old, exactly.
Yeah.
As you get older, all that stuff comes. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you pick up gems from different people, and then you kind of
100%,
make sense
bro.
of it
And
yourself.
I feel like
Yeah.
me and you are like visual learners.
For sure.
I'm not really.
No, I
you're kinda,
agree.
You just
I'd
kind of
agree.
you
I'd
just kind of
agree.
like manifest it because you're
100%.
different. But yeah, I just like if I can see it, I can achieve it.
yeah, no.
Sounds corny, but you know
No,
what I mean.
I agree. 100%,
let me ask you-
bro. I agree with that.
Let me ask you, Ty, what kind of like film sessions have you had with the team?
Yeah.
Right, and like if you had them for multiple teams, can you compare them?
So I'd say I didn't really start watching film like that until I got my first year with like, I'm lying. We always had film sessions in like university and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, at Acadia
But it's
and-
not really breaking down film. Acadia was great for it. It's funny, when I was at Acadia, Howells ran structure, Steve Bauer ran that.
Yeah, shout out
Yeah,
Bauer.
like a,
good man.
you know what I mean? Like a well-oiled machine,
Yeah,
you know
he's
what I mean? Film was always proper, you know what I mean? Preparation, game preparation, all that stuff was always at the highest level is what it needed to be. So when I got to UPI and
Just shut up.
Sorry.
Shut up. I hate your guys. When I get to PI, I come to keep
it's funny, like it was just different. Not in a bad way. It was just different. How they, because different programs run things differently. You know what I mean? So like, for example,
Talk with your neck then.
Speak it.
Talk with
so
your
when
neck.
I
Hey,
get
this
to
is
UPI,
the whole-
So listen. When I get to UPI, and I'm used to, okay, if we're having film, and our preparation before games is we're running over the other team's sets. We're going over their offense and defensive sets. So
Okay.
when we're playing against them on offense.
You know what's
And
coming.
they're calling out red. Oh, we already know they're sending a back screen and a floppy, da. But when I get to UPI, it's a little different. The film was more so we're watching ourselves and the mistakes and the you know what I mean?
So what you're trying to say is men's are on your neck.
Shout out
over
to both the Acadia Action and the UPI Panthers. Just different programs.
You're trying to be polite. Speak it, man. We speak.
Acadia's great.
Right.
I think I wasn't mature enough to handle what Acadia offered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
looking back, I'm like, oh, like
You could have been shown.
there were way more tools. Yeah, like
The grass isn't always
utilities,
greener.
100%. It's more so greener where you water it.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's not always green on the. Yeah,
So you're saying when you get over there, it was all sods. So when you get over there, it was no.
I'm not
just
saying.
sods.
I'm saying for
No
some
real
people
grass.
that think like, and this is life in general. Like if nothing's working out here, like oh maybe I can just run off and it'll work out here. It's like no, maybe it's just better where you take care and water your grass at the moment. You know what I mean? Some people are runners. You know what I mean? At one point, I found myself as a runner.
KD.
But that's not always the way it goes. Both
You
things,
are
know what I
shaped.
mean?
You are shaped like him. You can.
Sometimes you got to stand in it,
Slim.
face it.
Yeah,
you know
Slim
what I mean,
Reaper, bud.
and move
Slim.
on.
He
Shout out
is
to
a-
Slim Reaper. That's my Jado. I still want my backpack.
So Tyler
You thought I
said,
forgot? I still
Hey,
want
funny
my
story is,
No.
he came up and was visiting
Man.
PEI, right, on one of his trips.
Every other
And
weekend.
he Ty linked me with a nice KD bag. You know those big backpacks, like the Nike Elite ones?
bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Kevin Durant had just
Remember,
came out.
remember
with
I had one. Remember?
Yeah, listen, bro. It's my
Blue
story.
and orange.
Nigga, it's my story time,
Do your
bro.
thing.
Thank
I'm
you.
just saying. I can relate.
So this when I'm on UPEI, right? So
Yes.
we travel to Memorial,
Man,
right? And what you guys know about Newfoundland? You know what I mean? Newfoundland is a top tier place. If you know, you know. But yeah, we go out, right? We go play at Mun. Who's on Mun? Who's the big guy there?
I might be butchering
He's
that.
from Serbia. I know that.
Was Tyree playing then?
No.
No,
Stop,
Tyree
stop,
wouldn't have been there at
stop,
that point. Shout out my boy Tyree.
But shout out Tyler. Let's stop.
He was on the team?
No, he was top. The big bro, like a 28-10 type of guy, right? Like elite from Serbia.
Circus was nice.
Yeah.
Circus was nice.
Anyways,
Once I
I had
do
my
my
bag, right? We have a snowstorm. We get stuck there, yada yada. I end up leaving my bag, my padded compression, all that shit. And you know, back then, you had the padded compression.
The Nike.
Yeah, you're elite.
Yeah, and like they even
No, I had
had
the shorts. I had the
Yeah, the
shorts.
shorts.
Because I seen somebody with the upper, and I was kind of jealous. It looked like
Man,
football
You
game.
had that. You were in a different class.
Yeah, then with some elite socks.
Yeah, but I forgot the bag. Boom, all that shit in my bag
Forgot the
gone. Ty comes
Thank you.
2 weeks
Forgot the
later
bag,
and says,
forgot the bag.
"Oh, where's the bag?" I'm like, "Fuck."
Nige.
Where's the bag?
Hey, bro, don't start, bro. He takes everything.
Where's the bag, bro?
He's a black hole, bro.
Where's the bag? Man,
Where's that? Look, bro, you're looking for a bag.
Hey, but let me say this though.
I
Let me
love
say
that
this.
backpack,
Hey,
bro.
let me say this
That was
though. Let me say this. About
It's
film.
like extra big. You could put your basketball in it and
put your life
everything.
in that.
I know what you're talking about.
About the film.
Corey stole mine.
About the film. When I
Holland.
I kind
Shout out Corey, yeah.
of was at different places too, right? I was UPEI, Holland, Kings.
you're all over the place.
Yeah, like you running.
It's
I'm
okay,
a track
man.
star.
It's okay.
Fuck. But when I was at UPEI,
Ring chasers.
mind you, that was the only program that we watched film, right? We didn't.
Yeah.
We did a little bit. No, I'm lying. We actually watched film for Kings, and it was really good. Shout out Luke. Luke does his shit when
Yep.
it comes to film. But UPEI, like you said, Ty, and I was there before you. We just watched highlights on ourselves, and the famous saying was, "Fly around."
That's all he said? That's all Coach said to you?
Fly around!
Fly around.
Fly around.
What is that supposed to mean?
Listen, Nige, when I was there, things were
What do
a
you
little
mean, fly
tight.
around?
It wasn't.
Bunch of brothers running around, bro. Fly around the gym.
He just wanted you guys to activate your blackness. That's crazy. Fly around.
No, but shout out UPEI though. I had a time there.
Just fly around, guys. You got it.
I won't even lie. That was probably some of the best core basketball memories I have on and off
sure,
the
for
court
sure.
was with those teams in UPEI.
For sure.
Okay.
I love those teams with
Yep,
Acadia, and like it's funny because Brad, shout out Brad States.
Shout out Brad.
He
Another
was,
really
he was
good
also
basketball
over
player.
at.
Blake Griffin type.
He was
Yeah.
trust me. He was also at Acadia and then UPEI.
Yep.
But it's funny because we'll talk and we'll be like, okay, well, what about that team with like Dude, Sule, Zach, Lowe, and compare that to that Acadia team?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't know, because Owen was a
O-Dog.
problem. Yeah,
O-Dog.
Owen.
Big man.
Yeah, bro.
Listen.
6'10", dunked on Brian O'Forey, put his nuts in his
Listen,
face.
he's probably the best,
Yeah?
the best
Two hands like that, swung on
player
the
I
rim,
ever seen.
bro.
Like he showed you how to like,
Yeah, I
you
know
know what I mean, how to
O-Dog.
play, how to work.
I know him.
I get on campus and start
Shout out
fresh
Brown
off.
House.
You know, okay.
Come
Shout out
on,
Brown
bro.
House.
If you know,
Legendary
you know. I
Brown
know you're
House. Legendary Brown
I don't know if
House.
you're there, young guy.
The man had just came back from
Brown
playing
House
Team
is a different
Canada
place.
basketball. Fresh off the flight, the first thing he does is go to the gym. He's in there just running sprints. Full court sprints, bro. 6'10". I never seen a guy 6'10".
He's like 6'10" and big though.
He
Be
wasn't
able to
like
dribble,
skinny 6'10".
athletic,
Yeah, yeah,
shoot.
yeah.
Bro, Owen could do it all.
Yeah.
I'm almost certainly still overseas getting a bag right
Yeah.
now playing
Oh, shout out
basketball.
Owen, man.
As he should be.
Yeah,
Shout
as
out
he really
Owen,
should
You
be.
know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like probably one of the best basketball players I've ever seen.
And a good person. He's a good friend.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I know him outside of basketball. He's like super cool.
For sure.
Yeah.
So we're shouting out these guys, right? But I feel wrong we didn't shout out this guy. I'm not glazed or anything like that. I'm a lot younger, so I could say like this guy was one of the players that I saw, and I'm like, I want to add some of my stuff, to my game. You know who it
I
is?
don't know who it is.
I'm
Dorsey.
Jimmy.
Dorsey. That
So I played
that
Jimmy.
motherfucker
So
was
Jimmy.
cold.
Yeah.
So it's funny. So listen to this. Quick story time. We're playing. It was always CBU Acadia because they were always Jimmy Dorsey, me, Shaq. Those guys were always nice.
Yeah.
They came to Acadia to play back-to-back. We beat them the first game, their first loss. I think Jimmy probably had like a smooth 20-something. He comes back the next day.
I know which one you're talking about too.
Man, what?
Okay.
Buckets.
Yeah.
Who's guarding?
That was a 50-point triple-double, wasn't it?
What was his
I remember that stat line,
what
bro.
was his NBA comparison? Just so I can get an
Dame.
idea. Dame?
Dame.
Oh, it was lights out.
Nah, let me think
From
about
a red line
this,
deeper, bro.
I give Mara the Dame,
She ain't, bro. No.
That's a good comparison.
right? Like he just.
I got to think about Jimmy.
Jimmy's Dame,
Because Jimmy
bro.
could...
He's Dame. From Baltimore, too. Another Baltimore legend.
Shout out Baltimore.
Not Curry?
I got to
Dame?
think, man.
I wouldn't say Curry.
He didn't dribble.
You
much?
know who we
No,
played
he
like? Because
point guard,
he
but
was super nice. I'm going to say C.J. McCollum.
Okay. Like
Because he had
realistically,
range, but like
yeah.
Jimmy had it. Jimmy was nice.
Okay.
I never
you,
met
you
him,
know
yeah.
more. I just remember, right? I just remember watching
beat us.
film, bro.
Yeah, man.
And this guy's
Oh, you
taking
got cooked by him.
a step or
I caught a
two
couple.
over,
Never
I
had
can
the guy
over
finish.
half
Yeah.
court, bro. Step or two over half court. Whoosh, whoosh.
Don't get it twisted. That first game though, strap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can.
But that next game,
Next game.
and
You
then
weren't
we
ready
played
for him
them
to come back.
in the AUS finals that year.
So twice.
Who?
Yeah, he got to say it.
Who? I won't ask you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who?
He went off, I won't
who
lie.
gave it to you the worst in the AUS? But who did you see get it the worst in the AUS?
That's a good question.
Because I know who I'm gonna say.
That's tough. I won't even lie. I won't even lie. I remember we played St. Mary's at UPEI, and Mara was on the team, and Jake was guarding them. And Mara saw Jake, and it was just like he just saw blood.
Did he give him
And
the
was
same
telling him,
treatment?
Same treatment,
he
right
would,
off
he
rip.
would.
Get him
Why
off of
is
me.
he guarding me?
Oh,
Get him off me.
damn.
Bucket.
I
Shout
seen him
out
do-
Jake.
I seen him do people
shooter.
bad, man.
Shout out Drizzy, but he caught it.
Took heat, eh?
Man, what?
What did you want? He was done ball.
Man, what?
See, in
What?
those situations, like I might not always think the most.
No
positively,
screens, no
but I'm saying I'm using my 5 fouls. I'm getting out of there.
Yeah.
You're not putting me on no poster.
But it
I'm
wasn't
using
even
up my
It
files.
wasn't even like Mara was calling for a screen.
Just cooking them.
Just go in there, yeah.
You just couldn't stay in front of him. Yeah,
Yeah,
dang,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you. And he
Jake
got the
don't play
lean
no
back too.
defense. Jake don't play no defense. Let's call.
You just asked who.
You know,
talking
you-
about the defender that I seen get cooked.
No. That was good.
I seen Myron DJ torch people at Citadel. It was bad.
I had a defender in mind
They also got
for
torched,
my
too.
one.
yeah, but we
defender.
don't talk about
No.
that.
Citadel-
No, here, let me.
Citadel was
Yeah, I got a
tough.
story.
Citadel was tough.
I got a story.
No comment.
Check me out. So,
We are a solid team.
so this is my rookie year at UPEI,
definitely can't.
and
Just
we're
you.
on the road. We're playing UMB back to back over there. So you already know how that goes. Playing in New Brunswick with the New Brunswick refs. I'm a ref.
Yeah, there's always something going on,
I'm
man.
a ref, but the New Brunswick refs.
Right.
Different. It's like playing at Mun.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Anyways, what I do know is UMB,
Yeah.
right? Back-to-back nights. They had Javon Masters, right? We had DJ. DJ came off his rookie of the year,
Rookie of the Year.
right? So he's
You're
top
talking
dog.
about
He's
top
dog.
DJ. You're talking about.
Right, but this
yeah.
guy Javon
First year.
is supposed to be the next top guy, right?
Okay.
So Javon goes on to win CIS Rookie of the Year too, right? But when we played those two games, that first game, right? Mind you, anyways, these first two games, Javon had what, 38 the first game, and then 46 the second. First game, 28 free throws. Second game,
How do you get that
22
many free throws?
It's New Brunswick, bro.
He slid the refs 50 every game.
Honestly.
How do you get to the line that much? I wouldn't even want to play.
His first
foolish.
year was Jado's first.
First year, yeah.
So DJ was in second year.
Yeah.
That was my year off. So I'm always come back, travel back and forth to the island. They played UMB at PEI.
Preseason.
When I committed. No, I can.
Oh yeah.
committed.
That was later in the season.
So I'm
Yeah.
watching, but I'm hearing about Javon when I'm home. So I'm watching, but I'm hearing because they played Acadia the first.
Was he that good?
They played Acadia. Javon was nice. They played
Yeah.
Acadia the first two games of the season. He started off shooting like 27 and like 30 free throws the first two games. So
Like,
me
how-
personally, I'm thinking, oh, you can't go get one.
Right,
You got to get it at the line.
right.
So when I see him at UPEI, It's the same thing. Now I'm watching you, and I'm telling you, I can't wait to, you know what I mean? DJ held it down, though. I didn't have to. DJ was enough. I wish I could have played with
What,
DJ and
put the
Jayden.
straps
They
on?
left. They left.
Yeah.
But I wish I got to play. I went to
If you had
UPI
to-
looking to play with them.
Imagine that team.
Oh, you would have nasty.
Imagine that
You would've
team.
been
You,
nasty.
DJ, and Tyler.
Donnie.
But I'll say this
Brian,
though. I'll say this
Jeff.
though. I'll say this though. I'll say this.
That'd be
And I
crazy.
have to. And like
That'd have been a good look.
off the court, cool guy. But you guys had like Ellis French playing 37 minutes a game, and like Ellis was tough, but he's not 37 minutes a game. I'm playing 3 minutes.
But who else?
Come on. I'm
No,
playing
they-
3 minutes.
Oh, you're talking about your UPEI stuff.
But
yeah,
like
they dissed you a little bit.
No,
you
for
got some
sure.
good pictures out of it though.
for sure. I got some pictures out of it.
He was
Couple
shining.
Couple different jerseys.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
what I mean?
The only guy I know who
sure.
can play in ones actually play.
No, that's
That's a
Holland.
fact.
That's Holland.
Yeah.
Bro. But Ellis was tough. He was a bucket, could shoot it, but that shit still leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Because we would have been way nicer, I
If you got
thought,
more time.
if I got more time. Because he just couldn't guard a mailbox.
I felt there were certain guys
And you were hungry.
that
And
you
I was
know.
hungry. Exactly.
That's it right there. It looks like you're being aggressive and selfish, but it's like, no, I'm just hungry right now.
I was
Yeah.
watching.
You know what I mean?
He
Like,
was-
itching to get on the
I was
court.
watching Nate Robinson highlights.
Oh,
6
so
man.
you were trying to go.
You know the one that had ambition and shit, bro. I was
Get
there
off
every
me.
morning,
Get
7
off
a.m.
me.
Hungry, bro.
But it's funny. That almost makes you better.
No,
Like,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then remember him at that during that time?
100%.
That was when he was like head
Yeah,
down.
100%.
Like he was
Bro,
really
coming
committed.
for it, bro.
He was really
Coming for
committed.
it.
No, I remember.
Coming for it.
Ball it was all about basketball. I'll give you that.
But they be like that though. It be like that. And I tell guys now, right, young guys, I'm like, yo, like you're gonna feel like you deserve to play right now. Maybe you do, but keep your head down, keep working, and you know your time will come.
Yep.
Don't run.
I remember
Like we were
we
saying.
were talking about Acadia, deep squad. So like at my position, you got Anthony Ash, John Tull, Anthony Sears, Tom Filigiano, Sean Stokwa. So like everybody's, you know what I mean? There's only so many minutes.
I find
I'm
Sears
try-
was just like an overall.
I'm trying to
like,
think
monster.
like, what's the best way I can get on the floor? If everyone else does everything good, what else can I do? And I'm trying to be a defender.
You got a lot of competition.
That's the only way I can find a way on the court is
Strap
to be a
up.
defender.
That's how I got on.
You know what I mean? It's like you got to do the small things at
Yeah.
at some point.
Yep.
But guys now will be like, well, I'm not playing. I'm going to transfer.
For sure.
I can't really speak because I transferred, but it was more to it. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like, well, I'm not playing
No,
because
for
I was
sure,
playing.
for
Well, I feel like
was
a
starting.
lot of guys come
But it's-
in their first year.
Yeah.
And like it's your first year. Your coach is planning on you to be the star in your
Yeah.
fourth and fifth year.
100%.
So
You gotta build
you
towards
got to
that.
do the investment.
Yeah,
you got to
that's a
invest
fact.
your. That's like starting as a like that's starting in grade 10.
I want, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're
But
real
Nige,
lucky to start
if you
grade
come in, and you're the man, you're not expecting to take a backseat to anyone.
No.
Because you're coming in hungry. Like, it's like you brought me here, knowing what I
But you
am.
brought you here, but a lot of coaches.
And
bring
it's
you
long-
here
100%.
And they see the vision. Like
Yeah,
these guys
yeah,
are already
100%.
here. They got to eat these 2 years.
But
And
it
then
takes
the
a lot
next
for
3
you to
years,
think, you know what I mean? 100%, bro.
But that's the difference between
Yeah.
a young man and being a man.
100%.
You know,
100%.
it's a lot of these young guys can learn from that. Like, take your ego down a little, humble yourself,
For sure,
and
for
relax.
sure,
Like,
for sure.
just
Eat
work.
thing.
Take advantage of the gym
100%.
facility. Take advantage of the eating.
100%.
Sit down, work, will get better and better and better. You can always get better.
100%.
And then when your time comes in the second year or whatever, if say after 2 years go by and you still ain't you're still on the bench, then it might be time to leave. But at least give it a year or two. Don't just take off. Like a lot of people.
Our other guy's not here. He actually has something special for you guys. An interview with Malcolm Christie. He was once a Dow player, transferred to. Anyways,
Yeah.
and he's at Oregon State, right? Oregon State.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Oregon
just said
State.
it.
So,
This guy.
all right. So shout out Malcolm. You know, good guy. Nasty player.
Yeah.
Hooper.
For sure.
Hooper, bro.
He's stamped for sure.
Can shoot it.
Yeah.
Athletic.
with us. God, like, who's that, bro? He's flying. He can shoot.
For sure. Complete player. I think he has a real chance at making the league too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's gonna be a nice interview.
All right. I'm pleased to be joined here on the 902 Hoops podcast by a two-time AUS champion, AUS MVP, first team All-Canadian. He holds the Dalhousie record for points in a game with 51. He holds the AUS record for threes in the season with 79. And he hung 27 points on Hawaii last year. It's Malcolm Christie, Oregon State basketball player. Malcolm, welcome to the show.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Uh, Glad to have you here. One of our first big guests on the show. I want to talk to you about what your last few weeks have been like over in Oregon. You're starting a new season with a new team, kind of getting into training camp, meeting the guys. How's that been?
It's been great. I mean, like once everyone got down here, we were limited numbers at first. Just we have a lot of internationals, so guys dealing with visas and all that stuff. But the last like 3 or 4 weeks of this of the summer training camp has been awesome. It's a good group. We've been getting into shape, working hard, and I'm excited. I think we have a lot of good pieces and a lot of talent.
Nice, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody on your schedule this season you're particularly fired up to be playing against?
There's two that I am really looking forward to. We play at Oregon, which I think will be a really fun one. I mean, it's just like a big state rivalry. And I think we're at their place too, and they have a pretty cool facility and fans. So that'll be really fun and really cool. And then the other one is Arizona State. My old teammate at Oakland transferred there, so I'm excited to go up against Allen, who was our big man last year.
Nice, that'll be really fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
what do they call the court there in Oregon? Is it the pond? The court's kind of
Oh,
the
I
pond.
don't know. I haven't been well versed in my Oregon university knowledge, just Beaver Nation. That's it.
Yeah. Brilliant. Speaking of Beaver Nation, I was talking to my brother, a good friend of yours,
Yeah.
about what's life's like up in Corvallis is the name of the city you're in, right?
Yeah.
It's kind
Yeah.
of all beavers all the time, right? That's got to be kind of cool.
Super cool. Yeah, it's like it kind of reminds me a little bit of like when you go to like the classic college towns back home, like the St. FX, the Acadia, like the Mount A's, where there's not a whole lot going on outside of the university, like more so I would say Acadia, they have like that little town, that little strip, like the Wolfville, I guess downtown. It's kind of similar to that. It'd be a little bigger, but it's like a small town, and then kind of just this like huge campus that is just kind of plopped in the middle, and like every store in town is go beeves, and it's orange and black everywhere, and the beavers are in the windows and on the walls, and it's pretty cool. Like you're just surrounded by it like all the time, and if you wear your stuff out and about and people come up to you, and you know it's cool. It's really cool. It's a cool environment.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So, going back a few years to when you were finishing up at Dalhousie, how did teams like I guess Oakland get on your radar at first? I know that was right after kind of the Gold Key March Madness run, so
Right.
kind of in the national consciousness then. But how do they pick out you, and how do you pick them as like a team to?
Yeah. So that was kind of like an interesting like recruiting process. When I was going through that, I actually didn't even really have any contact with Oakland. And then going through the whole process was like they weren't really on my radar. I was talking to other schools. I knew I was going to make the move, the transition, but I didn't really know where. And then Oakland, I mean, they had their run in March Madness, and I remember watching and seeing Jack was shooting, and he was shooting, movement threes, kind of, catching. Feet aren't necessarily set, but his shoulders are square, and he's just getting them up quick, and they are, fadeaways or off balance, and that was kind of something that I wanted to. That's just, it's a big part of my game, so I wanted to make sure I could go somewhere where I could play how I play. I remember talking to my dad while it was happening. He called me and was like, "Are you seeing this? Like the shots this guy's taking, the offense that they're running?" And I was like, "Yeah, like this is kind of like crazy." And then I think it was they lost to NC State in the next round. And then I had some film on Twitter, and my name was starting to circulate within like portal talks, even though I wasn't technically in the portal. And I think it was like a week after they lost to NC State, I got a random phone call, and it was Oakland, and I was kind of like, you know what, like this, it makes a lot of sense talking with them and how they run things and how their offense looks, how Jack was playing, and who, he's leaving. They want to bring someone in to kind of do a similar thing. And I started to do homework, and they had a ton of shooters in the past that all kind of had that role. And that was kind of what they said. They were like, you can come here, and, this is a place where that you're encouraged to shoot those shots. And so it kind of made sense for me. I felt, if I'm going to make this switch, I want to go somewhere where I don't feel, you know, don't even know how to word it, but I wanted to be able to play free and feel like I was, shooting shots that I can shoot and not have, uh, be told not to. And at the end of the day, they kind of held true on that end. Like it was the Oakland experience. There was a lot of ups and downs, but at the end of the day, there was a lot of movement threes. They kept their promise with that. So, that was kind of that was how that process went.
So I want to circle back and then go how we got from Oakland now to Oregon. But you bring up the
Yep.
shooting, and you're obviously a high level shooter, probably one of the best that we've ever seen in U Sport. I want to know, what does like an average possession look like in terms of what you're thinking in your head from the time that the ball's inbound and point guard's bringing it up to the ball's in
Mhm.
your hand and you're taking the shot? Like, what do you look
Yeah.
coming around screens? What is defense telling you? That sort of thing.
Yeah, I think a big part of it is every team I've ever played on, especially at the university level, has been pretty heavy with their sets. We had a ton of sets at Dal. We ran a ton of sets at Oakland. Even here, we've started implementing a lot of different sets and looks. So I think the number one thing is always kind of check and see, okay, what are we running? And a lot of the time in those actions, whether it's using me as a decoy or I'm coming off a screen and looking to shoot it, I just feel like I'm always kind of ready to let it go. In my mind, if the defender isn't kind of right up on me with a hand up, I can get a clean look and a clean shot. And I think that having that mindset and like, quick trigger keeps defenses pretty honest, and they have to play me really tight. So whether it comes my way and I can get it off, I'm always looking to get a shot off. But I think at the same time, if I know that they're going to stick with me, whether I can backdoor or just kind of go on the same side that our guard is, knowing that my guy's not going to come off me and help. Um, in my mind, it's kind of just reading how the guy that's guarding me is playing, but also what the set and what the look is. If I can use misdirection and come off a screen and he's a second late, then perfect. There's a clean shot. But if he can fight through and stick with me and I can't, find a way to get myself open or whatever, then use myself as almost like a way of freeing up space, knowing that he can't take a step off. Otherwise, there's, I have a clean open look in my mind that I know I work on and I can make. And it just gives our guards, and I played with some really good guards, the freedom to come my way. If he helps off, I'm right there. And if not, then he can go do his thing. But I think the main thing is reading how I'm being guarded and what are we trying to get out of the set that we're running. Those are the two things in my mind. But if it comes my way, I'm always looking to see if I can get one off for sure.
Yeah. I don't want you to give away too many secrets here, but you mentioned a couple of tricks to get open.
Yeah,
Do you feel you want to give any tips out for people listening at home? Like, what are some of the things that you do to create that space?
for sure. I think a big one that I had to learn once I got to the university level was like being physical off the ball and misdirection. So if I want to go to the right to come off a screen, I'm gonna every coach ever tells you to do it, but I mean it's true. You go left and kind of hit your guy, maybe throw him into a distraction screen or whatever. You can get away with a lot of things off ball. I think it doesn't have to be dirty or anything, but you can get pretty physical and get people off you with little hits or checks or whatever. And then I think the biggest thing is just being able to kind of take off. If you're going the same speed the whole time, it's guys know that you're going a certain way, but if I can walk someone a couple steps over and kind of push them off me and then take off, use that as a way to uh, propel myself off the opposite screen, it just gives me that extra space. And working on like speed of my release and getting my feet set or my shoulder square as fast as I can, so that I just need that arm's length distance to get them off me, and then I just need to get the ball.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Were there some like guys that you were watching growing up that you looked up to kind of build your play style off of, whether it's like NBA or other U Sport guys or NCAA anywhere?
Yeah. Yes and no. I feel like I didn't really have someone that I like in the NBA that I was like, I want to play like them. I feel like I was kind of always uh, my game, I feel like, was changing every 2 years. Like I went from when I was, in the U12, I was playing power forward, and then I move up and I was playing the two guard, and then I go to, my first year of high school and I'm playing the center. And then the next year I'm back to the 1, 2. And, so it was kind of always changing. And I feel like I was kind of always, I always had my own play style, but positionally it was always changing. So I didn't feel like I was, constantly relating or seeing myself in NBA players. Like as far as play style goes. But one person that I can say for sure I watched and I remember thinking like, oh my God, I want to be like that guy was Nick Stauskas when he was at Michigan. I just remember watching them in the tournament and thinking like, here's a Canadian dude. What is he? 6'5", 6'6". He's athletic. He can shoot. And I just was thinking like, man, like that guy's awesome. I want to play like that guy. So that's really the only time and the only person that I feel like I've been like, I think I could, try and mold myself to play similar to that. But as far as NBA players or when I was like, little or growing up, not really. It was kind of just going and playing basketball. Nick Stauskas was the first person that I watched thinking like, okay, wow, I would love to play like that.
Yeah, I feel like that Michigan team birthed a lot of random Michigan fans across Canada.
Super random. I didn't even watch like Division 1 basketball ever. And then we watched March Madness every year, but I remember watching that game and being like, okay, I guess I'm a Michigan fan now.
I'm a bit older than you. I guess I would have been like 14 maybe when that team was happening. And kind of same idea. Like we watched March Madness, but I wasn't watching like the regular season college hoops at all.
Right. Yeah.
Ad saying like we got to watch Michigan. Like there's a Canadian guy shooting a ton of threes, and they're
Yeah.
I was like, all right, we're in.
Yeah. 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 They were that. He was awesome.
Yeah. You mentioned changing your game every couple of years, and I think that's very true. Like I remember, we'll challenge our producers, see if they can find some tape. But when you were back in high school, you had the ball in your hands a lot more than I think you do now, like initiating.
Yeah, for sure.
And you
Yeah.
do now, and it's basically all off ball, catch and shoot, catch in one dribble, make a decision quick.
hmm
How hard was that to learn?
Um, I feel like it was almost like a natural kind of evolution. Like throughout when I was in high school, we would go and every morning before school I would go with my buddies and we would work out, but we would do like a couple drills and then we would kind of just play 2-on-2 like literally every day. We played 2-on-2 for hours, and I think that that was kind of like I wasn't strong enough to shoot off balance threes, but I could rise up and elevate and shoot middies. Like I could shoot the mid range off of pull up, curl off a screen, catch it, and that was kind of my shot. Like that was my comfort shot. And I think getting to that like pull up was something that I was just doing every single day when I was playing with my friends. And so we would go and and play, and then it would translate to a game where we check ball and I was comfortable. I had the ball in my hand and I would make a couple moves, but and get to my shot. But I've never been like a break someone down, get to a shot, like, everything. It's always been kind of like a rip and go or get to my spot within, you know, 2 to 4, maybe 5 dribbles. And if I can get to my spot where I can, rise up and shoot, great. And if I can get to the rim, try and get a dunk or a layup, great. If I can get a catch and shoot three, great. But once I got to university, I wasn't playing point guard. We had really good point guards around. When I first got there, it was like Kevan was there, and then after that, we had G, and we had Sam. We had guys that were, you know, really good point guards and playmakers, and so it was easier to kind of just be like, all right, like these guys will do. I know that they're going to find me in the right spots. I know that I can get open. So it wasn't really something that I consciously changed. I feel like it was more just like I was bringing the ball up in high school, and now I'm not. But once I get the ball, it's kind of the same thing. I bring the ball up in high school and get to my spot. Whereas in once I got to Dal on university, it was more like, okay, these guys bring it up, and I catch, and I'm getting to my spot in the same way. But once I got a little bit older and a little bit stronger, I kind of was like, oh, I can shoot threes the way that I was shooting mid ranges, and it's worth more. And like I think that it's a comfortable shot. I don't really understand why more people aren't doing this. Like I feel like a lot of shooters that we see are catch and shoot, feet set, get square, maybe like even if you have a quick release, like but you're set, it's catch and shoot. And I feel like the way that I grew up with shooting mid ranges, I don't know if there'd be clips or not, but like I remember when we were at nationals in U17, we played in Fredericton, and all kinds of sets. I was coming off pin downs or staggers and shooting mid ranges. The same way that I was shooting threes, and then once I got to Dal, I just kind of backed it up, and so I was coming off these staggers and these pin downs, and it was the same shot. It was just 5 feet further back, and I just had a little more strength to be able to get it off. So I think that that evolution was in my game, and like how it changed wasn't something that I did like I want to change how I play. This is how it goes. It was kind of just the position I was put in, and it felt comfortable.
Yeah. All right. So let's go back now. We talked about the Oakland experience, and then obviously at the end of the season, another big change is coming. You transferred to Oregon State now. How did that come about? And how do you feel like you're going to fit in here with this new squad?
Yeah. Well, we played in that Hawaii tournament last Christmas with Oakland, and our second game of the tournament was actually against Oregon State. Um, and we lost a brutal one. We lost in overtime, but we should have beat them. I tell these guys every day. We were up like 12, I think, with going into the last media timeout, so 4 minutes left. Um, and then they just gained momentum and just kind of steamrolled, and it was, you know, anyway, it is what it is. But I had a good game, and that tournament was kind of, uh, you know, like a launch pad for me. It was kind of okay. I was comfortable. I got into the starting lineup. I was starting to, feel like myself. I'm not really adjusting to this new place and system anymore. I felt like I was ready. I was good, and I was just kind of playing free. And I had a solid tournament. And I had a good game against these guys. And at the end of the year, I entered the portal, and they reached out. And I think that was kind of it's interesting now, like with the portal. I think, especially for mid-major guys, like if you go and you play some of these teams, it's almost like a bit of a tryout. And I didn't go in thinking that, but like at the end, like when I look back on it now, it was kind of like, they lost their shooter from last year and they're looking to replace one. Let's look back at who torched us and if they're in the portal, like that's kind of just how it works now, I suppose. So I was fortunate to have a good game, and give them a bit of a scare, I guess. And then when I entered the portal and they reached out, I was pretty pumped, and it kind of just made sense. With the guys that they were bringing in, the guys that they had lost, I think that there was opportunity here to come in and be kind of a veteran guy who has, played in a lot of different situations, places, teams, and, be a leadership guy and someone who can come shoot the ball. So I think that there's a lot of opportunity here. I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be good, and I like our team.
Nice. Yeah, it'll be fun to watch. I know you got a lot of fans back in East Coast Canada looking
For
out for
sure.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. The support back home is awesome.
Yeah, nice. As far as like making the switch that you did a couple years ago from U Sports to NCAA, did you have to tweak any parts of your game to do that, or what are some of the biggest differences that you noticed making that jump?
Yeah. I think coming from where I was at and the position I was at with Dal, uh, the biggest adjustment more so was okay. I'm coming in. I'm still an important piece with this new team, and getting good opportunity, getting good minutes, but it's not the 35 minutes a game. You're not that was a bit of an adjustment at first. So like, okay, how do I still help and affect things when I'm on the floor when I'm not the main focus? I got a little bit used to that in kind of like that second and third year at Dal of being like a focal point within our offense and, being out there for most of the game, whereas when I got to Oakland and even here you get to the States and just like the talent level there's not really much of a drop off, the guys that come in, like everyone can go, like there's obviously there are levels, but I think that the having to figure out, okay, how do I fall into a bit of a role here, put my ego aside and figure out how can I still help us and figure out how to stay on the floor, and when I'm out here, how to make the most of when I'm out here, and not get too hung up on the fact that, instead of playing an entire half, maybe I'm going to play half of it, or sometimes more, sometimes less, just depends on matchups, how I'm playing, what's going on. Um, so I think that that was a big thing for me personally, was the adjustment of, okay, how can I, you know, fall into a role that can still help us win, and be myself, not limit myself, but still try and be myself when I'm out here. And as far as like the competition side, I just think that a big change up was honestly the size and athleticism. I think youth sports is really on the rise. I think the skill level, especially with some of the top higher level teams, and when you get to playoffs and everyone's dialed in, like the competition and the skill level was great. It was really good. I didn't feel like there was a ton of drop off as far as that goes, but it was just kind of like the size and athleticism that when you get over here, you see a 7-footer, that there's a pretty high chance back home that if there's a 7-footer back home, there's probably a reason that they're in Canada. There's not, and whereas you get here and you play a 7-footer, it's like, no, this guy's a Division 1 footer. He's athletic, he's got hands, he can score, he's got moves. Like I think that was kind of like a whoa. I'm driving into this guy. This guy's not like he's not soft. He's gonna foul the crap out of me, or get the ball on the block on a switch and try and dunk on you. And that was a bit of a difference of like, okay, wow, that's different, or like the 6'8" small forward coming down the lane trying to dunk on a guy. Like, okay, if this guy gets in the air and I'm late, I'm probably not going to block him. And whereas in youth sports, I felt like I was one of the more athletic guys on the floor when I get out. So I think that was a bit of a change up of I had to get a lot more physical. I had to get stronger. And I feel like I had to get a little bit smarter. Don't let these guys get to their spots, fight around them, try and if they're going to try and bully me, try and bully them back, hit them, all kinds of that stuff. But the athleticism and the size was one of the things that I had to adjust to when I first got here.
Yeah. Malcolm's being a little bit humble here, talking about being one of the more athletic guys in youth. You don't know. If you've been to a Dalhousie game when he was playing and saw some warm up there, he's not just a shooter. He's got, what is it?
Appreciate that.
40-inch vertical, 43.
Yeah, it was in my first year. I think it was recorded. It was a 43, so I could get up a little bit for sure. It's gone down with the years, but I can still get up a little bit.
Yeah, so for him to say that the athleticism is on another level in the States, I hope people at home know. Um, all right, I want to go back to shooting. We're kind of all over the place here, but you talked a bit about a while back about like practicing growing up and then every day playing 2-on-2 was kind of like the way that you built your game and kind of improved over the
Mhm.
years. Obviously, I bet that's changed a little bit as you've gotten through higher levels. I want to know, what does like a regular shooting workout look like for you? Because obviously, I think when people think about that, like the easiest way to think about it is like I'm going to stand in the 5 spots around the 3-point line, shoot
Right.
with like a net and a gun that's feeding to me, and that's good, and I'm out of there. But
Y-
with the kind of shots you're taking, you're ripping off a screen, your feet aren't set like you're talking about. You got to square those shoulders. How do you
mhm.
practice that in like a non-game scenario?
Yeah. Um, I think now, once at the college level, we just have so many resources with managers, the gun. You can the settings on the gun, whatever. So I can kind of almost simulate game like movements and shots. I'll start on the block and I'm ripping up to the 45, and we have a passer up top and he's gonna hit me, or and I'm just gonna run up, catch, fire, and have maybe someone with a hand or something. But um, before those types of resources, like when I was growing up, or even like at Dal when I was in Canada, when I would go to the gym kind of just to mess around by myself, or even if Luke would come with, like when we're messing around, I think I didn't we didn't have a gun at the high school that I was at. So a lot of the things, especially once in my during COVID when I was, nothing's open and I'm kind of just in there by myself. I kind of just would just spin it to myself, and I feel like that footwork was almost like a natural movement that, um, you set your feet and you get square and you shoot it. And then as you do that and you get more comfortable, it gets faster and faster and easier and quicker. And then suddenly it's like, okay, now I just need to get my shoulders square and just need to get enough lift. So I think going around the five spots, make a certain amount, whatever, and go at your own pace is great. I do think that you'll get stuff out of that. You can ask Luke. I think he's one of the best five-spot shooters in the world. But I think like one of the biggest things that people don't take into account when they're doing those types of shooting workouts is like game speed. Um, sprinting out to the spot or like catching and like really trying to get it off quick and find that comfortable feel where it's like, okay, it's not that was fast, but I still have control over it. Okay, I'm fading, but I still have control over it. Finding that line of I'm sprinting into it and not slowing up on the catch. I can kind of just run right through and find a way to plant and go up. Even though I might still be moving a little bit, I still have my own balance and a balance that's comfortable because there is a fine line between fading where you have, full control where it feels like, it's a regular shot. I've done that a million times to compared to you let it fade a little bit too much and suddenly you have no control and it's more of a throw, you know? Um, so I think that's a big one is the speed that you go at matters because then you get into a game and I've practiced for however long on sprinting into a shot. You get into a game, you're going to sprint into it whether you've worked on it or not. That's the speed of the game, so you might as well work on that on your own time because it's a lot easier if you feel comfortable taking that shot compared to working on it when it's really slow. You have all the time in the world, no defense. You know, a lot of people can go in and shoot really, really well on the gun. But I think if you can find ways to, move, backpedal, run into shots, catch, pump fake, and dribble into a shot, like I think find a way to make it as game like or game paced as you can. That's always I feel like that's been the biggest key for me growing up through. And I think that's a big reason why the playing 2-on-2 and playing live stuff helps so much. I think drills are great. I think drills are great. That's how you build the foundation. That's how you sharpen those skills. But playing is the best way to simulate game speed. And I think that was a big help for me as we would do these drills and then we'd play. Uh, so before I had all these great resources where I can go in and have people pushing me or coaching me or helping me, and there's three guys helping me do a workout for one person. I was going in and doing drills and figuring, okay, if I do this rep at a 100% game speed and then we play afterwards, there's not much change. The only change is that now there's someone guarding. So I think that was a big thing for me was how fast or how hard you can go in drills because everyone goes in and does their own thing. Whether you go in, you kind of just shoot nonchalantly, or you get on the gun and you're just messing around. I think getting in and shooting is shooting. That's going to help regardless. But the best way to help yourself and benefit and get yourself ready to shoot in game and kind of elevate your shooting is how the pace that you work out at.
Yes. A lot of good advice there for any young shooters listening who want to go and improve themselves. I hope someone actually puts this into work and we see somebody break that 3-point record coming up
Me
soon.
too. Me too, man.
Okay, I'm gonna go through a couple rapid fire here and then we'll get out of here. Let's name the top 3 best shooters you've seen in person. So I'm not talking about like Steph Curry, Kevin
Right.
Durant, guys you laid your own eyes on. Maybe you have laid your own eyes on them, but
Yep. I think a pretty obvious one is Carson. I think in my first year, he was kind of the first person that I saw shooting at that kind of high clip, running off screens, and just like, yeah, he was a sniper. I think I remember watching him and being like, man, like that's high level. I think so. Carson would be on there for sure. Sorry, what'd you say?
good blueprint to follow.
For sure, yeah, seriously. Like, I remember my rookie year being like, man, this guy, I gotta, step this up if this is how guys are shooting. But I think Carson would be one for sure. Um, One person that was really shooting that thing, it was G. G in my second year, especially, was like, man, he was letting even in third year, like, honestly, I'm not even gonna put a cap on it. G can really shoot. So I think I got Carson and G on there. Um, oh man, I played with some good shooters. Um, and I'll shout out. I don't want to leave it. I don't want to miss someone. You know what? I'll say your little brother. I'll say Luke.
All right.
Get getting in the gym. Luke you don't sleep, man. Luke can Luke can spark that thing. And
Yeah.
then I have others. I'm missing some people, but I'll say Luke can be my honorable mention. I'll give Jason Woodrich the from Oakland was my third. He could shoot that thing. He could really shoot
Luke's not a bad shooter, but I feel like he won't be too upset about putting Jason ahead of him there.
it. Yeah.
What about favorite memory from your time at Dalhousie?
Winning in my third year.
That's the big one.
Yeah, that was pretty special. I feel like that was that season, everything it was so close. Everything was you go on the road and you lose one game and it's suddenly, oh my God, are we even gonna make playoffs? And then you go and you win a game and it's like, okay, like, now we're in first place or whatever. It was so like the whole league was close. And I think that team was real tight. Like we all got along. We were all close. And once playoffs rolled around, man, like we just clicked. Like I feel like we were so dialed, and we all had one goal in mind. Everyone was bought in. And when it actually happened, it was like, we kind of we went and got one for ourselves. I think that was big for Sam, myself, and G, kind of knowing that it was probably going to be our last run together. To go out like that was yeah, that was one of my that might be my favorite memory in basketball. It was awesome.
Not a bad pick. All right, so you've been all over playing basketball across Canada and the States, been out to Hawaii. What is the best gym, or maybe not best, but your favorite gym that you've played in?
G's new home, I'll say Allen Fieldhouse. And when we played at Kansas last year, that was pretty like eye-opening. Like we got there and it was like there was a huge line to get in. We got in and we played them when they were the preseason number one. So there was all kinds of hype. They had a player of the year candidate, their big man, Hunter Dickinson. Um, and man, it was packed. Like I don't know how much it holds. But it was sold out and it was booming. They had the chants going and like they came out. It was cool. The environment and the amount of history that was there. Their gym was really cool. You look in the rafters and you see all kinds of like these legends, their names hanging in the rafters. So that was a pretty cool and surreal experience. Being there was like, okay, wow, this is kind of the mecca of uh, college basketball environments.
Not a bad answer either. And obviously, for those who don't know, we mentioned it a few times, but Malcolm saying G, that's G and Gala. Malcolm's old point guard at Dal, and shout out to G. He just transferred to Kansas, going to be a
Yeah.
Jayhawk season. It's pretty huge for a guy coming from AUS. All right, let's move on. What do you think is the hottest you've ever been in a game? Like unconscious, out of body experience?
Um, that's a good question. To be honest, I don't. I'm trying to think right now. Um, I feel like it was probably a time at Dow. I think there was a couple times at Dow. We had a couple games where if I hit a couple, um, we could start rolling. I remember when we played Calgary, I think it was in the Shoveler, and we were down like 17 or something, maybe even 20, going into the fourth, I think it was. Um, and I don't remember what it was, whether I hit one or what it was, but I just remember we were in the huddle and like talking to the guys and being like, man, that rim feels pretty wide open. Like I'm hot, and I think like shout out to Sammy. He was always really good at finding the hot hand, but we ended up coming back and winning, and I remember feeling like I had to go in that game pretty. I think I'm missing one, but that was one game that I can remember feeling like that was a good game.
I thought you were going with the 51 pointer for sure there. That's a good one too.
You know what the thing with the 51, I when I look back on it, I think I could have shot better. Which it's like obviously I'm happy with the I wish we had won that game. And I think if I had shot better, I think we could have. That's my critique for that. But no, I'll go with Calgary because we ended up winning that one.
Nice. All right, this last one might be tough with the rapid fire. I'll let you think about it, but we do only have 4 minutes, so don't take too long. Your all-time Dalhousie Tigers starting five.
Whoa. Okay. That's a good question. Um, I think I'll go Kiev. I'll go Kievan with at the 1. I think that's kind of an obvious one. Um, I'll go. Is this people I played with or kind of just like,
Up to you.
okay,
Uh, Maybe our history going back to the 70s might not be so strong.
might not be super strong. Wow. Dallas had some real good players. I think Kiev at the 1. I think I'll put myself at the 2. Um, oof. Who am I? I don't want to miss someone. I'll go maybe give me Sam at my 3. Give me Carson at my 4. And you know what? I haven't met this guy. I haven't met him, but I remember watching him, especially when they would come play at UMB. This will be my one guy that I didn't play with. Actually, wait, I'm gonna rescind that. I'm gonna give Slim our 5. I'm gonna add a little bit of size. I'm gonna take back. I'm not even gonna go there, but I'll give Sasha the 5.
It's not a bad pick either. I think
Yeah,
all of those guys are either playing pro or in your case, NCAA Division One. So not a bad
yeah.
round.
I know that you can go a million ways with that. That'll be those will be my picks. I played with all of them except Slim. I missed him by a year, I think, but those are my picks.
Not bad, not bad. All
Yeah.
right, Malcolm, I appreciate you taking the time to come out and chat with me for a little bit here. Um, did you play in the 902 Hoops League ever?
I haven't yet. No, I haven't. I'm excited though. Soon.
Yeah,
Soon.
you got to get
Yeah,
in.
soon.
All
Yeah,
right.
but I have not. But no, thank you for having me, man. This is great.
Yeah, no, pleasure. And good luck with the season. Go Beavs. And
Go Beavs.
maybe we'll get you back on here this time next year and we'll recap what happened.
Awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Aside from that,
Take it easy.
if you guys want to hear any particular stories, you want any guests on,
Reach out to us.
Reach out to us.
DM
right?
us individually or DM 902
Don't
Hoops
DM
League.
me. Don't DM me. DM the league.
DM the league.
You can
But
DM
I'm
him
saying
if you
you
want.
could reach out to us if you want.
DM Jayden.
Don't DM me
Hit
because I'm
Jayden
not
up.
even saying nothing.
Jayden thinks he's famous. He's gonna try
I'm
to
not
ignore
even.
you.
I just don't want your DM.
But I'm saying, like, if you guys have any ideas, if you guys
Nah,
DM's open. Jayden's DM's open.
You know what I mean?
shut your lips, man.
Hey,
If you have
hey.
any ideas, if you want to, you don't feel like you want, if you don't feel like you want to reach out to the league and you know us personally or anything like that, feel free to reach out. Like my phone's on. I'll answer you eventually, and then we can go on from there.
I mean, no, I'm like,
Okay. Yeah. Don't.
I didn't even mention Tyler.
You can't
Leave
contact
Tyler
him. You
alone.
can't contact him. But
We call him Tyler No Show.
But yo,
Scott.
subscribe, follow on Instagram at 902 Hoops League. Check us out. This is the place to be. You want to play ball? This is the place. It is.
No, it is. It's real, and it's
greatest
growing.
league in Canada.
It's growing.
Absolutely.
I'm saying between and all of Canada, there's obviously the Brody.
Yeah.
Which is what Ontario and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying we got a chance.
But we're-
yeah.
If we do this right, I think, yeah.
I think we're better
Yeah. Well, we have 4 different divisions, right? So,
year round.
and it's
Year round.
and there's nothing but we tons of people. The crowd is starting to come over. There's starting to be tons of people.
Top hoopers.
Yeah, top who and like D1, even all the I'd say D3, no D2 and up those 2 divisions.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have a bad
But
game.
what's good is
You're not gonna have a
there's
bad game.
division and there's a league and a team for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
Even if you're just here, you never played high school, university, come play division.
Go hop in D4, and it's not bad. They're all good
You're still
games.
gonna
Like
get a
it's
good run.
competition, yeah, it's all competitive. But I'm saying if you want to watch a good game, come to any D1 or D2 game, and I promise you're going to be watching top level basketball. Remember, Nova Scotia is the home of the point guards.
Yeah.
That is,
All right.
that's a fact. I say it all the time.
Hey, and this is what else I'm going to say: quality ball. Say your part, Care Bear.
Hey, good time.
Thank you very much for taking some time to check us out, and we appreciate it.
All right, we out this bitch.
my guy.